Well, hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the garden. Things are popping up here in the front. The heat is here and it is July, so that means the limelight hydrangeas are in bloom. And I love this view, kind of the backside of the garden. I love both views, but see the Russian sage in there looking nice. And then as you look over into the berm, is what I'm calling it, through there, you can see the miscanthus grass. I transplanted some zinnias, coral zinnias from the cut garden last week, and I put a few little drifts over there. I don't know if you can see it from all the way over here, but there are lots of butterflies over there, so that makes me happy. If you're new to my channel, I'm Travis and I live and garden in Louisville, Kentucky, Zone 7. When we purchased this house, there was no landscape at all in the front yard and the backyard. And this is our 5th season here, so all of this has been achieved within 5 years. If you've been following me a while, you'll know how many times I've had to expand this front garden landscape. I would say it started out where the spireas were. Spirea there, and there. And then things got bigger, so I pushed it out, expanded it a couple feet, and then expanded it again. Pretty much every season we've been here, just because things grew up. Let's go in and check out the Pugster blue butterfly bush. Looking really good right now. See that drift of Russian sage? I still have to go get one for right there. For some reason that one did not make it, so there's a gap in here. So everything is filling in, which is what I like. I like layers, and I like everything to kind of touch and fill in. You know, the more plants you have and the more things fill in, the less weeds tend to come up. Speaking of weeds, I've got to lay some cardboard or plastic down and remulch that area through there, so please forgive me on that. You can see I'm using barberries up here as well to give me some contrast with the spireas. I might even need to pick up another spirea and put right here, because for some reason it looks like there's a gap there. But anyway, back to the barberries. I really like using those because of that dark foliage, kind of as a low light, if you will. Alright, let's walk out of the main garden here. Here is what I call the circle garden. Again, I've dug up some orange zinnias from the cut garden and put them along here because I like that color combo, purple and orange and blue and orange. You can see it's kind of a theme up here. If you watch me for any length of time, you know I've always done the orange, red-orange zinnias, the French. Not zinnias, I'm sorry, marigolds. and alternated those with the blue Victoria Salvia. All through the border here. So I've done that, I think, every season since we've been here. That is a purple fountain grass there in the middle. I've got it in a container because it just wasn't going to get tall enough for me in the ground, so I even put it up on a cinder block. So apparently that is not the variety that gets big and tall. Alright. I think I see some swallowtails over here on the lollipop verbenum. Don't want to get too close. Look at that beautiful, that's probably one of my favorites, the black butterfly with the blue. This is still working progress over here. Never got my mulch for this bed this season yet, but I'm going to. I'm getting there. Here is a close-up of those coral zinnias. These are Benaries, giant coral sedum. Giant coral sedum. Wow. Giant coral zinnia. And then again, I've got that purple again with the purple butterfly bush. That one there is called Grape Punch. I'm walking backwards. Alright. Again with that dark purple foliage. This is a Wine and Roses Weigela. I have one here and there. And you can see the contrast with that against the miscanthus grass in the back. One of my favorite grasses is the miscanthus. And these started out really small. I had them in the back. And I don't have a lot of sun in the back. But boy, once I moved them up here, did they grow. So I think even this fall, I might be able to divide these two. And you know what, guys? I haven't decided. I mean, I've got the limelight hydrangeas started. I told you guys I was thinking about that, doing a hedge through here all the way down of these limelights. But I also like the look of the miscanthus grass. So, I don't know, maybe I'll alternate them, or one of these days I'll make up my mind what I want to do. But I like the texture of the grass through here. Alright, the hyacinth bean vine is finally taken off on my arbor here. This is the one that gets the purple flowers. I guess it needed these hotter temperatures to get going. More zinnias. And another butterfly bush, purple. So eventually all of this will be filled in. I'll put my plastic down that I use, and it'll get mulched. But it's a work in progress still. There is one little piece of purple phlox in here. I had two. I also had coneflowers in here, but I guess they did not make it through the winter. Bananas and cream, daisy. Need to come and deadhead these. Alright, and then I'll just give you a quick look from the street. Just bear with me. Alright, so this is the view from the street. I'm still thinking about removing that crab apple there. Alright friends, let's head to the back, see what's going on in the back gardens. Here is that other Pugster blue. Dwarf butterfly bush. Okay, my crepe myrtle has just started to bloom. Not a whole lot going on in here. Everything's a little past its prime. This Bobo hydrangea here. Or no, I think this one is Incredible. White zinnias in here. Waiting on those to bloom. And got some dahlias. I don't remember the name of these dahlias. I want to take you guys over here to my beginnings of a cut flower garden. So lots of color going on over here, and these are all zinnias. Now these are supposed to be red, but they definitely look a lot more coral to me. Just a mixture here. Yellow, orange, red, light pink. And then this one is Purple Prince. And then one of my favorites here, the giant coral zinnia Benaries. I think I got these on Johnny Seeds. So these are definitely a must-have again next year. Corn is getting some height on it. I haven't even checked to see if I've got any ears, but that is not why I'm growing it. Obviously I'm growing it for fall decoration. Got some birdhouse gourd vines going, and they're using the neighbor's whatever that is as a trellis. Also have some decorative fall gourds on this, and a little more corn. This container is looking pretty good. The lobelia has lasted in bloom a lot longer than it normally does for me. So here we have a white butterfly bush. I got this as a little twig, little piece of it from my neighbor's mom last fall. Planted it here, and boy did it grow. It was tiny, tiny. And I'm just gonna let it do its thing. White roses continue to flush out. They smell amazing. And a little volunteer balsam over here. That stuff seeds everywhere, but I don't mind. Really like that color, that fuchsia color. Excuse the water hose. I did dig up my Gara that I had from around the blue spruce, and planted it all in here because I do plan on putting either a fountain or something here, most likely a fountain, 3-tier, and I just think that Gara would look really nice around it. I moved my little windmill thing here. And then Friday night when I was coming home, my neighbor Chris across the street had this sitting at the end of her driveway. She was just throwing it out, so I had to grab that. Some kind of trellis. Also love this color of balsam. I almost wish it had less foliage on it so you could see more of the bloom. This is one of the first flowers I had as a kid. Balsam. Here is my Bathsheba rose. David Austin Bathsheba rose. And it doesn't matter how much Sevin Dust I put on my roses this year, I just cannot win with the Japanese beetles. There is the ticket booth you guys may have already seen. Also, if you're new here, every other year we do a Halloween party, but it's not just a party, we do really a full-length haunted attraction starting here in the garage, and then it goes through here all the way around the backyard, comes back around through there, and goes out into the front yard, which will be a cemetery. So, hence Trav's Gardens, Trav's Haunted Yard. That's where all that comes from. So anyway, friends, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more gardening videos and all of my haunt and Halloween content, please subscribe. I would love to have you part of my YouTube family, and please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright, you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.